Since the dawn of time, the humble egg has been part of every breakfast, dinner or tea throughout the world. However, it's always been treated as a lower sector of society, usually condemned to a cup. In today's video, we shall see the more royal treatment of the egg with this. The royal throne, fit for an egg. No more the cardboard. No more the plastic cup. Pop the top off and pop in Her Highness. Magnifique. She is now royalty in the royal coddler, a throne fit for a royal egg. So, what do you get with your egg coddler? You get a lovely blue box. Then you get handy instructions inside. And here she is, the pride of the show. Skip that box out the road and let's get a proper view of her. That is some lovely charity shop special painting. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Excuse my fingers for my crap turning. And then we go underneath and what's this? Oh, the royal stamp of approval. Look at that. You just don't find stuff like this outside charity shops. So I have done a bit of research in the sense I've read them instructions. So as I say, I've studied these before, but these are the lovely instructions in the box again. Printed in England. It's not just made in England, everything's done in England. Look at that. Royal Worcester. This egg's going to get some lovely royal treatment when it goes in the pan. Firstly, we've got to add the butter. Now, I'm going to put it in with the spoon like this, and I've cheated slightly, which isn't going to make it taste good because I only have whatever the hell this is, margarine. Butter's in. Next, we need to spread it about somehow. We've got the butter in, and the only thing I can find, because I don't have a brush to spread it around with, is a honey drizzler. So this is going to be absolutely insane, but there you go. We've got to get that lubage in. I'm going to call it that. It's definitely the worst thing I could ever call it. There we are, look at that. Lubage. Beautiful. Look at that for some action. Now she's lubed up nicely, it's time for the eggs. Here we go. I am trying this from behind the camera. It's probably going to be a disaster. There's one. Because I'm greedy, I'm going to put two in. Look at that. C'est magnifique. Look at that little drizzle. Made for the camera. Then because we're all fancy, it suggests a bit of salt. Oh, look at that, plenty in. Who says salt's bad for you? And a touch of pepper. That looks divine. Now, it also suggests flaked fish, but I haven't got any flaked fish or ham, and I haven't got any mushrooms, so we are doing it au naturel, eggs. Next comes the pan, and into the pan, boiling water. Now I'm lazy, so I've opted for the kettle. Just enough to cover this little bad boy. We've checked the lid's tight and we're going to reuse the honeycomb drizzler because I am not burning my hands. But here she goes, all prepped up. And in we go. For 10 minutes. So we set the timer for 10 minutes and we wait. Now, just while I'm on with the timer, underneath in this faded out lettering now, it actually does say not dishwasher safe. I mean, if you're mad enough to put this plastic pig in the dishwasher, then I don't know what sort of person you are. No, just don't ever put this in a washer. It doesn't want to go in the dishwasher. It's a bloody plastic pig. So, while the water's boiling, let's have a chat about egg coddlers. It's a bit up in the air where they started. They're thought to have originated in Europe in the 1880s, and they were basically used to create an elegant, royal, some may say, breakfast. And they were a staple in most of the expensive houses and mansions throughout Europe. This also included the Tsar of Russia, who deemed them good enough for his royal yacht. The one that I'm using today is a Royal Worcester egg coddler. Now, I got this given to me, but this is the premium of egg coddlers. if you can have a premium of an egg coddler. These are by far the biggest makers of them throughout Europe, and if you're going to find one, it's probably going to be a Royal Worcester one. Now, just out of some definitely not Wikipedia reading, they're made out of fireproof porcelain, so there's a high chance I'm not going to burn my house down today. I might let the water boil over, but I'm not going to burn my house down, so that's a good thing. Cheers, Royal Worcester. Why these are classed as such a fancy invention is that they allowed people to basically prepare eggs at the table with a mixture of herbs, fish, meat. These offered a real insight to fancy life. With the eggs suitably coddled, now it's time to remove them. And this is the bit where I'm going to use the honey drizzler and try not and burn myself. There you go. Let's do a dangerous spin while she's on. The first use in probably about 30-40 years. Let's get ourselves a plate and back on with the coddler. This is where the magic's going to happen. Look at that. What a royal egg. Now, I've got one slight problem here because I can imagine that this is incredibly hot and I have no idea how you get that off. Well, I've come up with a solution. We're going to use a towel and hopefully this doesn't end in disaster and these eggs are coddled. Oh, look at this. Lovely big reveal coming. Lovely big reveal. Oh, c'est magnifique. C'est magnifique. Fit for royalty. Let's have a look. Now, we have had them on for 10 minutes, but this looks incredibly runny. But that does look coddled. Anyway, onto the tasting. Humphrey, fetch the coddled eggs, please. Of course, sir. Your coddled eggs are on their way. And in she comes. That is one royally coddled egg. But one thing I will say, it does look a bit runny. Now I followed the instructions, it said 10 minutes, and if I give it a wobble, now it's a bit cooler. It is runny, but we'll see what it tastes like. Well, let's dive in and see what a coddled egg tastes like. Well, I'll tell you what, you won't be able to see that from here, but look at that. I thought that was going to be like wet. Which, I don't know, is that good or not? Well, that's pretty good, that. I'm watching a man eat eggs now, but that is actually, it's a bit wet, but definitely had worse eggs. Not bad. Not bad from a charity shop. Now, the only problem that is occurring, as I can see, which I'll show you here, the bottom egg is completely hard, whereas the top egg was actually runny. So, unfortunately, it's not cooked very evenly. But for a coddled egg, which I've never had before, never even heard of, yeah, it's not bad. See, that is completely hard. But it's not bad. 2 eggs, coddled, beautiful. On that note, I've just polished off them eggs because I'm starving. We'll call it a wrap. So that was coddled eggs, some novelty idea, which I don't think is really used anymore because you've got all these modern inputs. But yeah, if you're in a charity shop and you want to try a coddled egg and get yourself one, I'm sure they're only a couple of quid now. I got mine given, so I don't know how much they are. But get yourself if not, a lovely decorative piece for your kitchen. I mean, look at that. Fantastic. Beautiful. And on that note, you've just seen a man eat some eggs. I mean, does it get more riveting than this? Join us next time and find out.